An article from Paul Tassi right here. Marathon NDA Alpha leaks show visual improvements. Detail new additions. Well, this was actually an article yesterday. I'm honestly a little surprised that we haven't seen more leaks out of the NDA'd Marathon Alpha that's been running. That's what the threat of legal action will do. It also signifies that maybe that's what Bungie should have done with the last alpha as originally planned, as we may have avoided that whole negative news cycle. I don't know, Paul. I still think that maybe we wouldn't have even known about the stolen art, and it could have been a situation where the game launched and that's whenever the art got revealed. Now, this information is from Twitter user It's Rock Siza, who says they have not signed an NDA, but have accessed information and now deleted images. He says Bungie contacted him to delete the images, and while not legally required to do so, he did it to be nice. I did save them, but I'm not going to actually post them here for a similar reason. But I'll talk about what was shown. What's that? Now I just want to see the images. Anybody see these images? What they look like? Are they really a big improvement here? Okay, so right here from Paul, a series of outdoor screenshots show a much more finished look with more density and far better lighting than the last alpha, confirming large improvements have been made not all that long after the last test. There's a shot of what appears to be blue blood pooling in water after a player's death, similar to what we've seen in the cinematics. There's also appears to be at least some experimentation with actual enemy corpses left on the map after death, albeit with the duffel bag still present. These reflect player complaints from the alpha, as it seems out of step with all the promotion to have enemies simply evaporate. The black market has materials exchanged where you could trade higher tier ones for lower tier. They have new icons. The map legend now more clearly says where things like anomalies and bosses are. There's a new sniper called the V99 channel rifle, which takes volt cell ammo, handles similarly to the TF2 sniper. Oh, Titanfall 2 sniper. Is that what they're talking about? Okay. Resurrection timers are a lot longer. The new medic runner has the ability to give a player a heal drone that follows them to restore health over time. They can also drop med kits, set to play similar to Apex's Lifeline. That sounds very similar. Very similar. As I've always said, leaks aren't leaks when they're positive. Not really. You all should not break your NDAs, but here we are. And all of this sounds like improvements from the last public alpha and relatively quick changes being made and tested. Have you guys seen these images? They are making huge graphical changes, actually. Now, this is obviously not everything. Bungie said there will be further tests before release, though what the mix of NDA'd and invite-only and eventually public tests will be is not confirmed. Bungie has not given a new Marathon release date, but says it will this fall. It's likely to be before the end of the 2025 fiscal year, which ends in March. We'll see just how many changes and additions Marathon can get before that release, and if they might change its fortunes. Okay? Again, though, I'm kind of a visual person here, guys. I have them. Do you want them? 6, DM me the images real quick.
Fellas, let's be honest. We consume a lot of garbage. And no, I'm not talking about Starfield. For the most part, our diet is full of fast food, ultra-processed, sugar-filled products that just aren't good for us, which is why we've been using AG1 Next Gen. AG1 Next Gen is a clinically studied daily health drink that combines a multivitamin, a probiotic, and a blend of superfoods all in one scoop. It's designed to replenish commonly underconsumed daily micronutrients that support your body, your brain, and your gut health. And for me, guys, I've noticed huge improvements just in my day-to-day since drinking this supplement. And don't just take it from me. AG1 Next Gen is backed by 5 clinically studied probiotics with additional vitamins and minerals to offer even greater support for whole body health. It's also super easy to make. You just need water, a scoop, and a shaker. And AG1 even offers travel packs, so you could take it with you even on the go. If you're interested in trying out AG1 Next Gen today for literally less than $3, when you subscribe, go to drinkag1.com/Aztecross, or you can scan the QR code right there on your screen. And again, thank you to AG1 for sponsoring today's video.
Or give it to one of the mods, and then they can send us the thumbnail, and then we'll go from there. By the way, Luke, I gotta say, this was such a good thumbnail. Mods, get these images of Marathon. Now, for reasons, I'm being told that I potentially might get in trouble if I show you these images of Marathon. So, for that reason, you're instead only going to see my facial expressions as I look at these images. Mods! Can you please get the images from 6? 6, where the hell are the images? Images right now. Images. Mod, just send me the images. Okay? Oh, that is an improvement. Oh. About damn time, Bungie. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Look, this isn't going to solve all of Marathon's problems, but let me just say this. Making it a sexier game can't hurt it. It won't, but at least the game looks better. Look, I know. At the end of the day, it's still an extraction shooter, but yeah, It's not like dead sexy. I wouldn't go as far to be like it's dead sexy. All I would say is that it does look better. It does look better. I don't know if it's just like the lighting or something. I need someone on the legal team to join me right now and let me know for certain whether or not I can show these. These are all leaked images. I'll share the images if someone else has already shared the images. I found a website that already has the images already on it. Well, look, man, I mean, if anything, you know, what it really shows is that it seems like Bungie is committed to getting Marathon right. And even some of the things that I'm looking at right now, like straight up, yeah, you see like players and their bodies quite literally clipping into their own bags. But that's fine because people want to see that rather than the people just evaporating. It just seems like a lot of like just extra effects have been added. I wouldn't necessarily say the world is just stunning, but it is better than what we saw in the alpha. It's mostly a new lighting shader package. Mods, can you collect this so-called website with these images? Under NDA stipulations and guidelines, pursuant of a clause, NDA holders must abide even if they are not the original holder of media content, may not share, produce, provide, or distribute articles under NDA, or legal action may be taken against the NDA holder. What if we didn't sign an NDA? I didn't sign an NDA. You think I'm getting into playtests for Marathon anymore? Brother. No. Let me ask you, has Marathon Bulletin made an article yet on these leaked images? Getting legal advice from Twitch is like asking a dentist for a colonoscopy. We'll move on then. All I could say, guys, is it seems like I can't share these images. I wish I could. All I could say is that Marathon looks to be getting some slight improvements. You know, it doesn't look to be just like this huge overhaul. It's still very much Marathon, but the exteriors especially is what looks noticeably better. And that's good because it needed to, because the exteriors didn't look bad. I think one of the biggest complaints coming out of the last playtest or alpha was that the interiors looked good, but the exteriors just didn't seem to match the quality of interiors. And it seems like they're really picking the exteriors up. And the only thing I can really say outside of that is that like something like it reminds me so much of Halo. Like it literally feels like the world itself is like you're on a Halo ring. You know what I mean? The way the vegetation and everything looks. Just give me Halo vibes. I mean, Halo was inspired by Marathon. I mean, I know. I mean, the joke about Bungie, y'all know the joke. The joke is that Bungie's been making the same game now for 30 years. That's been the joke. Essentially, from the very beginning, from Marathon to Halo to Destiny to back to Marathon, it's like the same game with variations. But hey, man, I like sci-fi and I like guns, you know? And then on top of that, the fact that they are somewhat interconnected. I mean, Might and Multi-Tool, President Destiny, it's from Marathon's universe.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.